The following video has been made available with closed captions for the hard of hearing and in described video for the visually impaired. Please visit the description below for more details. The Toyota Hilux and cheap beater trucks like it have become an icon of insurgent and rebel groups. Their plain and simple design have made them extremely durable and reliable in just about every use case. This product has that same reputation, a high-quality, tested-by-time tool that many people rely on every day. Its cheap and durable design has made it one of the most popular watches, and has seen the likes of people like Obama choosing to wear one. This is an analysis of one of Casio's iconic watches, and how strikingly similar in many ways it is to the Toyota Hilux pickup truck. To set things straight, the watch you see here is not the famous F91W that has the famous reputation I was talking about previously. But by no means is it very different or does not deserve to garner the same reputation. About $10 more than the F91W, this W800H offers several more features, but functionally it is more or less the same. The main difference is that this has an extra button, and it also has additional water resistance. I think Casio watches are a really interesting part of the history of electronics in general. This watch, like the Hilux, shares many traits that make it ideal for use in many different situations. One of the most important traits it shares with the Hilux is its lack of maintenance required to keep it running. The Hilux requires little mechanical maintenance and is really useful because of its low fuel consumption compared to heavier military machines. Similarly, if you don't intentionally damage the Casio, it is very unlikely for anything to go wrong with it. The battery is also famously able to last up to 10 years, and some have even been able to get more. Not only that, but the highly popular design means that there's a community behind it. In the case of the truck, it is easy to modify. Modifications often include adding weapons to the bed of the truck, but can also include additions in the form of off-road parts for the more normal use cases. The same can be said about the Casio, with people making bombs with the watch, but also making really cool integrated NFC tags. I found this channel called Node on YouTube, who made some really cool mods. Finally, it is really lightweight and has a durable black plastic design, which feels cheap, but it blends in. Combined with the simple and slim profile results in a very comfortable watch for just about anyone. Much like how technical trucks, which are modified and armed versions of the Hilux, were able to triumph because of their maneuverable, lightweight design, this Casio works in a similar way. Because its physical dimensions allow it not to get in the way when I'm working, I can pretty much bring it wherever I need to go, and as a result, it is always there when I need it. The clear plastic display panel does get scratched quite easily, but it's a small price to pay. It is also strangely still able to compete with a lot of other watches in its category, even today. I have tried quite a few other digital watches before, most of them Chinese, and somehow they all fail to offer the same experience, and the it just works mentality. The quartz movements in these Casio watches are surprisingly quite precise, obviously when compared to automatic watches, but also when compared to my phone. I found that it really did not slow down noticeably at all. When compared to the Chinese knockoffs and just Chinese watches in general, I have found that they are simply not accurate nor as long-lasting. The F91W, both the successors and variants, have proven themselves to be the choice for those looking for a watch that is reliable and trustworthy. 30 years old, it is still one of the best watches on the market for those who just need a watch to tell time. To me, it is a rock. It is the foundation on which I rely on when I wake up on a flight to check the time, but I can't trust my phone because it can't decide which time zone to put me in. Or when I go swimming in the beach and there isn't a clock nearby. Or when it's the middle of the night and I don't want to blind myself with my phone. This watch serves as a tool that I simply do not have to worry about, and that's my favorite thing about it. It's simply dependable. Now some of you are probably wondering why I chose this W800H over the iconic F91W. It's pretty simple. Technically, you aren't supposed to swim or shower with the F91W's waterproof rating. I decided to just pay a couple dollars more to get the peace of mind of better waterproofing of the W800H. It also has a larger screen, which is nice because you don't have to bring the watch all the way up to your face to see the time. However, one of the largest gripes I have with the W800H is the 12-hour, 24-hour button. I prefer my time in 24-hour format, but I always hit the button by accident when I bend my wrist up. It's such a strange design decision to make that feature a dedicated button because I can't imagine someone using it that often. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned next week for my next video. If you'd like to be notified for it, you may press the subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications. Have a nice day.